Hey everybody, and welcome to Crypto in a Week. This week we saw a lot of relatively negative news stories, but surprisingly the markets did fairly well. Let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin price this week. After a spike on July 1st, the price fell back down, and actually went below 20k again. However, it didn't stay down long, and actually picked up momentum, breaking 22k. As I record this video, it's sitting at around 21.5k. So let's dig into some of the news stories. Bitcoin's break back down below 20k got people scared. Although at the same time we saw ETH hold the psychological support line of 2k, not breaking below. And since then, as we just saw, Bitcoin has gotten back up solidly above 20k. Although, who's to say how long it'll stay there? This has gotten some people questioning whether or not the bottom is in. But most analysts are still advising caution, as there are plenty of macroeconomic factors that are still in play influencing the crypto markets. One thing to keep an eye out for is the Fed's release of the July inflation numbers. Now let's jump into some of the negative news of this week. Several days ago, 3AC, Three Arrows Capital, filed for bankruptcy. And a few days after them, Voyager also filed for bankruptcy. So both of these two companies are in the list of projects experiencing a lot of pain from the recent bear market. And from their own pain, also adding to the overall bear market troubles by making people feel uncertain about a lot of the different companies in the space. So in some ways, these two companies applying for bankruptcy can be seen as a good thing, as it adds some clarity into their ultimate fate. If we look at the Bitcoin price, it seems that these two bankruptcies didn't impact the market too much. However, these are just two in a long list of funds, borrowers, and lenders in the crypto space that are facing difficulties right now. So we should expect continued volatility until more of these get cleared up. Speaking of getting cleared up, some more positive news. Celsius has paid back all of their loans this week. However, despite paying back these loans, there are still rumors that Celsius will be the next one applying for bankruptcy. So they're not off the hook yet. Speaking of rumors, that brings me to the next point of news. There were rumors circulating that USDC was on the brink of collapse. Circle CEO Jeremy Allaire responded to these rumors, showing a lot of detail about USDC's financial position and promising even more transparency in the future. So while even the craziest rumors sometimes prove to be true, so far this response seems pretty trustworthy. Meta is back in the crypto news this week as they shut down their project Novi. Novi was essentially a project for Meta to make their own cryptocurrency, but much like with their previous Libra, Novi was faced with insurmountable problems, so that they ended up eventually abandoning the idea. Although, as I mentioned last week, Meta has shown a lot of support for NFTs made by projects or people outside of their own platform. So now that they've had to close down their own plans for their own cryptocurrency once again, perhaps they'll think about taking the same approach they have with NFTs for cryptocurrencies and embrace some existing ones instead of trying only to make their own. However, that's just wild speculation for my part, so don't take my word for it. In other macroeconomic world news, the US dollar gained a lot of value this week, which is actually generally a bad sign for the worldwide economy, as it means more people are distrusting other markets and other forms of currency. However, once again, despite this generally being seen as bad news for markets, it did not seem to have a large impact on the cryptocurrency markets this week. In crypto regulation news, the Monetary Authority of Singapore said this week that they may consider placing limits on retail participation in cryptocurrency investment, as well as introducing rules on the use of leverage for crypto transactions. So nothing is confirmed here yet, but it's something to keep an eye on and see how it plays out. Many people consider this as bad news for the crypto space, but as I've said before, sometimes if the regulation is done well, it can actually be good news, as it can increase trust and provide a little bit more clarity on the use of cryptos in different countries around the world. In new coin news, DeFi giant Aave has announced that they're thinking about creating a over-collateralized stablecoin native to the Aave ecosystem called GHO. This is just a proposal for now, so it's yet another thing to keep an eye on and see if they release this. Finally, Elon Musk is once again back in the Crypto in a Week news this week, as his company, The Boring Company, announced that they're going to accept Dogecoin for payment on their Las Vegas loop. So if you're a Dogecoin hodler and live or plan to travel to Las Vegas, maybe you can try it out. So I'll leave you with these few news stories for this week. Once again, as I record this video, the Bitcoin and Ethereum and overall crypto market prices are looking pretty good. But it's good to stay cautious as there are plenty of factors still affecting the crypto market and plenty of unknowns. However, it is nice to have this little breath of fresh air. If you enjoy these updates, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can always catch crypto in a week along with the many other crypto space videos that we post. And if you liked this video in particular, please remember to like, comment, and even share it with your friends. But even if you don't, no matter what, thanks for watching, I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.